You worked earlier this year representing Sterling Bank shares on a deal where it sold to Comerica.
That's right. We were actually retained in November. They had an activist, so to speak, called TAC, which had about 9.9% of the stock, filed and said, we're going to nominate it at the next annual meeting, which put things into sharper focus. And after, I'd say, 4 to 6 weeks, the board decided to pursue strategic alternatives, as the saying goes. My own sense is that you're going to see more bank consolidation. Although we've said this before, it's not the first time we said, oh, we've got so many banks in the U.S., but I think you will see more and more consolidation among the banks. I don't know if we're going to go to what you see in Europe, where you have a handful of banks in each of the major countries, but I certainly think over the next couple of years you'll see some consolidation, especially now people can get their hands around values.
Which has not been the case.
Yeah, it's been hard because you really don't know what the assets have been worth, right? And I think some of these assets are seasoned, and so it's easier for someone to come in and say what the value is, as opposed to when you look, in the preceding 6 to 12 months, what was the thing worth, because you didn't really know. The asset quality was less established, and some people had taken their marks, some people hadn't. And so your ability to actually get the right handle of value just wouldn't be there. But I think now most people, with some help in some cases from regulators, really have taken the pain, and that should tee up for something going forward. And let's face it, the banks, they're looking for cheap deposits and deposit base for cheap money. And consolidation, especially with the increased capital requirements that they will all be undergoing, scale is going to become more and more important to them if they're going to be competitive.